Hi, I'm with Wendy Dickinson, the daughter of Peter Taylor, who of course is one half of the famous duo the Clough Taylor People's Run is held in memory of. Wendy's here today to tell us a little bit about Action for Pulmonary Fibrosis, which is one of this year's official charities. Hi Wendy.
Hi, Jim.
Action for Pulmonary Fibrosis, very important to you. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
It is very important to me. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? Pulmonary fibrosis. It is a disease that killed my dad 25 years ago. In those days, it was called fibrosing alveolitis, which is even more of a mouthful. It's a new charity. It started in Nottingham 2 years ago. It's now nationwide. It's a national charity, and I was asked to be a trustee of the charity. So this is a charity that the Taylor family has nominated this year to benefit from any fundraising at the Clough Taylor People's Run. Pulmonary fibrosis is a lung disease. The easiest way I can explain it is that you imagine a very healthy lung is it absorbs oxygen. It's a bit like a sponge, nice and bouncy. Absorbs oxygen and then distributes it around the body. A fibrotic lung is like a house brick. It's solid. It can't take oxygen in. It can't distribute oxygen around the body. And what happens is, if you don't get oxygen, I'm afraid you die. A lot of people die very rapidly from this disease. The prognosis from diagnosis to death is between 3 to 5 years for 50% of people who get this disease. And my dad was diagnosed at 59 and he died at 62. Shockingly, 25 years later, that hasn't changed an awful lot. It's still a rare disease. 5,000 people a year die from it, more than die from leukemia, and yet it gets a fraction of research money, which is why I really would ask people, if you feel like fundraising, if you feel like contributing to the Clough Taylor Run, whether you're running or not, you can find out about how to do that by going on the website.
Thank you. Would it be fair to say that it's not possible for someone to experience pulmonary fibrosis? However, maybe the last couple of 100 yards of a big effort like a 10K is as near as people are likely to get.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the way I can describe my father's symptoms is that, you know, he was a fit man, he was a sportsman, he was a goalkeeper. Walking was his passion and his pastime. Towards the end, he couldn't walk across the room. Which I imagine is just how some of these runners feel when they get to those final few yards of a run, but multiplied by 100. You know, we need oxygen, we need breath to do everything. Imagine how many breaths I've taken during this conversation. Imagine how many breaths you take when you're eating a meal or showering, or even, you know, going to the loo. Very simple, ordinary things become totally impossible. It's a really horrendous disease.
So whether you run it, jog it, walk it, please do it.
Please do it. Please do it for Peter and Brian.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Wendy. Let's hope that we raise a fair amount of money for Action for Pulmonary Fibrosis.
That would be amazing.
Thank you.